talking night. And she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys like boys that knock off your lid. I thought you gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Listen, I don't trust her, so no. I said, what you mean? Whoa, 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 whoa. I said, what you mean?
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Carson Wentz's Eagles going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Okay, Larry, Charles and I, we have brought our talents to South Beach, or at least in the neighborhood of South Beach, as we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And a solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Marcel Darius breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go. From the gun, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Wentz. And Selleck here, left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now it's Ajayi. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Wentz to throw on second down. To the right side, caught by Saleh. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first is Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They run with Ajayi. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Torrey Smith from 21 yards away. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jags taking over on offense here in a second, and what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Brandon Graham in there to bring down for a loss of 7. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Shot downfield. That's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The offense changes hands here. Let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
On second down, here's Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
On second down, here's Fournette. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Flushed out right. And he's got it to Hersh. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Fournette, a first down carry. And a short gain here down to the 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. They set up the screen to Ivory. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right near the 27. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders...
Now the ball comes loose, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Wentz. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Flush to his right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, Bortles. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Bortles on the give to Fournette. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up, and then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Slot man moves right. Play clock winding down. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. To throw is Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me out of...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Caught. This is Ivory. The 40, 30, 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Ivory, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Wentz. And he connects with Hersh. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. 23 yards on the play. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Wentz going to throw. Ertz over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive, there he hits the reliable target. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run with a J. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. From the gun, it's Wentz. Being chased under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the
game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And some room to work. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.